Could the Golden State Warriors be on the verge of securing a game-changing superstar? Just when it seemed like all was quiet on the trade front, whispers are swirling about a certain 6X All-Star wanting out of Miami. With the Warriors struggling offensively, could this be the perfect opportunity to bolster their roster and reignite their championship aspirations? Stay tuned as we dive deep into the implications of this potential blockbuster and what it means for our beloved Warriors. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video to stay updated on all things Golden State. Golden State Warriors fans, we have some significant news on the horizon that could reshape the landscape of our team as we push through the season. Just when it seemed like Jimmy Butler was set to stay with the Miami Heat, reports have surfaced that he's looking for a way out. This could be a game changer for us. According to Shams Charania from ESPN, Butler now prefers to be traded, and guess what? The Warriors are high on his list of destinations. Now, let's break this down. Butler's situation is complicated. He's got a hefty $52.4 million player option coming up, and if he decides to opt out, he'll be looking for a massive multi-year deal worth over $50 million per season. Any team that trades for him will need to be prepared to commit long-term. Otherwise, they risk losing him for nothing after giving up valuable assets. This is where we, the Warriors, come into play. We are in desperate need of a second star to complement Stephen Curry, especially given our struggles offensively, ranking 25th in offensive rating over the last 13 games. The idea of pairing Butler with Curry is tantalizing, isn't it? The emergence of Butler could be the boost we need to reclaim our status as a championship contender. But let's not kid ourselves. Making this trade happen won't be easy. We'd likely have to part ways with at least 4 players, including Andrew Wiggins, a key piece of our current lineup. That's a tough pill to swallow. Wiggins has been solid for us, but sometimes you have to break a few eggs to make an omelet, right? One compelling factor working in our favor is the challenges the Phoenix Suns would face in their pursuit of Butler. They have Bradley Beal's massive contract to work with, but convincing the Heat to take on Beal and getting him to agree to a trade with a full no-trade clause is a monumental task. This gives us a slight edge if we decide to go all in for Butler. As we gear up to host the Los Angeles Lakers later this week, the anticipation is palpable. Imagine the thrill of not only competing on the court, but potentially battling another Western Conference rival for a superstar like Butler. It adds a new layer of excitement to our Christmas wish list, doesn't it? But here's where I want to hear from you. Do you think trading for Jimmy Butler is the right move for the Warriors? Personally, I'm torn. While adding Butler could elevate our game significantly, I can't help but weigh the implications of losing Wiggins and potentially other players who have contributed to our chemistry. We've seen how vital chemistry is in a championship run. I want to know your thoughts. Are you on board with pursuing Butler, or do you believe we should hold on to our current roster and see how we can improve without making a blockbuster trade? What are your expectations and frustrations as we navigate through this season? As we dive into the latest buzz surrounding the Golden State Warriors, it's clear that the front office isn't resting on their laurels with the February 6th NBA trade deadline looming. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, the Warriors are actively searching for that next superstar to join the ranks alongside Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, as well as Andrew Wiggins. This pursuit is both exciting and nerve-wracking for fans like us, who are eagerly wondering who will step into that pivotal role. The Warriors kicked off this trade season with the acquisition of Dennis Schroeder, a solid point guard who can make plays and penetrate defenses. However, as thrilling as it is to have Schroeder in the fold, we all know that the Warriors need a true star, someone who can elevate the team's chances of contending for another championship. The possibility of landing a player like Jimmy Butler, who would bring clutch performances and defensive prowess, is tantalizing, but seems distant, given the Miami Heat's reluctance to part with their star. What's even more intriguing is the missed opportunities the Warriors had in the offseason to land Lauri Markkanen or Paul George. The question on everyone's mind is, who will be the next star to join this storied franchise? As we've seen with Jonathan Kuminga, the team is exploring internal options, but it feels like they need a proven entity to make that leap into the finals conversation. Looking at the market, there are still some enticing options out there. The New Orleans Pelicans are reportedly shopping Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram. Imagine the dynamic duo of Curry and Ingram, combining for an electrifying offensive punch. Sure, both players come with their own injury concerns, but their talent is undeniable. Then there's Zach LaVine from the Chicago Bulls, who could form a high-octane backcourt with Curry. Just think about it. Curry, Levine, and Wiggins, with Schroeder and Buddy Hield leading a strong second unit. It's a mouth-watering scenario that could put the Warriors back on top. Let's not overlook Domantas Sabonis either. As the Kings look to retool, Sabonis could be a perfect fit for Golden State. His rebounding, passing, and scoring inside would complement Curry's perimeter game beautifully. And what about Kyle Kuzma, or even a reunion with Jordan Poole? Poole was a key piece in the 2022 championship run, and having him back could reignite that winning chemistry. However, the big question remains, are the Warriors willing to part with Kuminga to secure a more polished star? It's a tough call, especially since he represents the future of this franchise. This is where we, as fans, feel the weight of such decisions. Do you believe trading Kuminga is worth the risk for immediate success? Personally, I'm torn. While I see the potential in Kuminga, the allure of landing a superstar is hard to ignore. As we move closer to the trade deadline, the excitement is palpable, but so is the uncertainty. Each move the Warriors make could drastically affect their chances this season and beyond. And let's be honest, we all want to see another championship banner hanging in the Chase Center. So, what do you think? Are the Warriors on the right path with their current strategy, or should they rethink their approach? I want to hear your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Let's get a discussion going. What are your expectations and maybe even frustrations as we approach this pivotal moment in the season? Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow Warriors fans, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. You won't want to miss any breaking news as we follow our team through this thrilling journey. And remember to hit that notification bell to stay in the loop. There's so much more to come.